It seems like it's finally time that Diddy faces the consequences of all the horrible things that he has been doing over the course of his career. The man has allegedly committed every sin known to mankind, from hosting inappropriate parties to assault and even murder. Recently, his ex Cassie Ventura filed a lawsuit against the rapper and revealed all that he had been doing to her for the past 10 years. The two dated for a decade, and Cassie told us all about the torture she went through at the hands of Diddy during this time. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Cassie seems to be going after Diddy with a gun in her hand because she is making sure that the rapper goes down once and for all.
Ooh, Diddy, you are in trouble. Cassie, his ex-girlfriend, has filed a $30 million lawsuit accusing him of forcing her to sleep with other men, take drugs, and other things. This was the last thing that I expected.
As if the 30-page-long lawsuit wasn't enough to ruin Diddy already, she went ahead and revealed more things about him that have the internet going crazy. So you guys know how Diddy's ex Kim Porter mysteriously died all of a sudden, right? The reports at the time of her death stated that she passed away peacefully in her sleep because of pneumonia. But fans have always had doubts about the whole Kim Porter case. According to fans, it was actually Diddy who got rid of Kim and then paid people good money to cover the whole thing up. And Cassie Ventura just confirmed all of this in her recent statement. You're watching The Celebrity Buzz, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about how Diddy's ex Cassie Ventura revealed shocking new evidence that Diddy was the one responsible for the murder of Kim Porter. But before we get to talking about that, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I've been holding a lot of shit in lately. Man, I just had like a 3.5 hour cry.
So for those of you who live under a rock, there's always been a lot of mystery surrounding the death of Kim Porter. She was announced to be dead because of pneumonia, but fans just couldn't wrap their hands around that. Fans just knew something was fishy about the whole thing.
Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia.
But they couldn't really do anything about it because the authorities had already given their verdict. Now let us tell you all the things that actually made the murder case of Kim Porter so suspicious. The first thing is pretty obvious, and that is the fact that she was dating Diddy. Now the reason this is a huge thing is because Diddy doesn't exactly have the best reputation when it comes to people. Not to mention, he was the #1 suspect in the case. Diddy isn't exactly innocent, and he does have a good amount of blood on his hands, so to think that he'd go ahead and kill his own girlfriend just to get out of a sticky situation isn't exactly that far-fetched. He is still allegedly the person who was responsible for the death of two of the biggest rap legends in the history of hip-hop music, Tupac and Biggie Smalls. But that's a story for another video. The other reason that this case was so suspicious was because of the findings of the police. According to the police, Kim passed away because of pneumonia, but all of Kim's close friends and family said that that was very unlikely. And think about it for a second, she was with a billionaire. If she wasn't feeling all that well, don't you think she would have gone to the doctor earlier and avoided dying? It's just weird how someone so rich and privileged can die of something like pneumonia. Even Kim's ex Al B. Shore posted on Instagram talking about how he could not believe that someone as strong as Kim could die of something like pneumonia. He also said that he knew that she was murdered and that it wasn't a natural death. But wait, there's more in this case that makes you rethink everything. But hold on a second. Before we get to tell you all about that, do us a little favor and share this video with a friend who might enjoy our content. So when Kim's case was first opened, the findings were very different to what was told to the public afterwards. According to the coroner that was working on the case first, Kim did not die of pneumonia after all. According to him, after an autopsy was performed on her, there were toxins found inside her body. But that was as far as he could get into the case before he mysteriously died and was replaced by another guy. Don't you find that suspicious? As soon as he was about to crack the case, he died and was replaced with someone who gave a completely different report of the case. According to the new coroner, Kim did die of pneumonia, and there was nothing alarming at the scene of death. But here's the thing, according to some sources, the scene of Kim's death looked a lot like a crime scene. There was some blood found on her pillow covers and bed sheets. But that's not all, there was a faint trail of blood from her bed to the bathroom. Some sources have even said that she was found in the bathtub and then put on the bed later to make it seem like a natural death. Now, here's how Cassie Ventura confirmed that it was Diddy who murdered Kim Porter. According to the lawsuit that Cassie filed, Diddy had been abusive to her since the start of their relationship in 2005, when she was just 19 and he was around 37 years old. She talked about how he'd get extremely violent at times and kick her in the face. Another time he beat her up so much that he then had to send her on a quote-unquote vacation so no one would see what he did to her face. He wasn't just physically abusive to her, he used to regularly sexually and emotionally abuse her over the course of their 10-year relationship. The thing is, Cassie isn't the only ex of Diddy who has said that he has a bad temper and tends to get physically violent at the slightest conflicts. Gina, another one of Diddy's exes, went on several interviews and talked about how emotionally and physically abusive Diddy was. She even said that Diddy forced her to get an abortion twice.
He was like, "You're gonna get an abortion, right?" And then I was like, I don't know. I don't know yet. And then he offered me $50,000 to get rid of it, but I turned it down because I just loved him.
So there is no doubt in the fact that Diddy is an abusive partner. Cassie also said in her lawsuit that Diddy used to get extremely jealous over the slightest things and used to have her followed around wherever she would go. She added that he was insanely controlling and controlled every aspect of her life, from finances to her personal life. So it's safe to say that Diddy is a toxic person who has done some pretty messed up things. Now, the main reason we think that Diddy killed Kim Porter was because Kim was about to reveal all of Diddy's dark secrets.
It was always a between those two, physically. But Kim got tired of it and she wasn't taking her. If he put his hands on her, she was going at him.
She was writing a tell-all book right before she died under mysterious circumstances. According to sources, she was almost done with her book, but right as she was about to publish it to the world, Diddy took her out to save himself.
Kim probably told all that shit in her book, you understand, that up and got missing the day she died.
And he tried doing the exact same thing with Cassie as well. According to Cassie's lawyer, Diddy offered her an 8-figure amount just so that she would stay quiet and not tell anyone about the things he subjected her to. But obviously, she denied his offer because she wanted to speak her truth and expose him for the kind of person he is. And that was all we had time for in today's video. Do you think Diddy is going to pay people once again to get out of all of this? Or do you think that the rapper might be going down for real this time? How do you think this drama is going to unfold in the future? Let us know all your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future.